Coach, your team's in it all the way to the end, but it's 19 3-pointers too much to overcome?
Yeah, I mean, we score 130 points. I think we scored 80 in the second half. Shoot over 50% and lose. The disappointment was in our defense. You know, if we don't play defense, you can't win in this league. So we gave them everything. You know, so you know, we dug out of the hole to start the third quarter, and then we got right back in it. And then you know, you can't jog back against them, and we did that. So we gave them easy baskets.
Tom, in some ways, did it feel like a regression to some of the past problems that looked like you were starting to put behind you guys in terms of defense?
That was the disappointment was in the defensive effort. You know, I think we've made great strides in that area, but we didn't tonight. You know, and so it's you know, we have to change that fast.
Is Robert okay? Is he 100%? Or is he?
Yeah, he says he feels great. You know, I thought he started to get a little bit of a rhythm tonight. Okay. You know.
Did you put Josh in the second quarter just to kind of keep his minutes down a little bit, or Roberts?
Well, we were matching him up with Hield more. Okay. Yeah.
Their shot making, Tom. I mean, it seemed like every time you even left a sliver of daylight, they just knocked it down and were killing you guys that way.
Yeah. Well, a guy hits a three, you know, you can't. You got to run him off the line. You know, you can't close short to him, and you know the problem we were in scramble situations because if you have one guy jogging back, and one thing is, you know, Fox pushes the ball great, and Willie Cauley-Stein puts pressure on the rim because he flies up the floor. So if one guy's not, you know, doing their job, and now you got to cover for someone, now you're leaving someone else open, and you know if you complain to the officials, and you know that's another problem. So.
Leaving guys open on the three-point line, is it a matter of just not paying attention to details, scouting report, things like that? Or?
Well, I mean, it's you probably, you know, like when you look at it, you know, the first thing is getting back, getting set, communicating, knowing where the shooters are, and then, I mean, there's, you know, half court, there's, you know, there's so many different things. Your pick and roll defense, it's, you know, one guy not doing their job can create, you know, the opening for somebody on the weak side. So it's everyone being tied together and giving maximum effort on every play, and you have to fly around. And if you shortcut that process at all, you know, that's the difference between being there and taking airspace away and not. So, you know, that's something. You know, if you're not moving on the flight of the ball, that's you're not reading the ball. That's another problem.
Seems like you guys climbed back within 6 or 8 there in the fourth quarter. And did you miss a couple offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds that hurt you there?
Gave them second. Yeah. You know, got the initial stop, didn't finish. You know, that was our problem in the Golden State game. So, you know, the rebounding needs to be corrected. You know, but the defensive effort, it's disappointing. You know, I thought we allowed guys to play to their strengths, and you know, like we can't do that. You know, if a guy is doing something other than his strength and he makes a shot, you know, you can live with that if it's challenged. But if a guy's going to his strength, you can't accept that.
When they are hitting as many threes as they are, do you guys have to get more up yourselves, or do you just? I mean, you scored plenty of points, I guess.
But the thing is, and you're right, it's like also having an awareness of what's going on in the game. You know, like if a guy all of a sudden he gets a rhythm going, then you know, like you got to take that away. You know, and that's what he's saying. Like if you're reacting slowly and you're not moving on the flight of the ball, and you're not into the airspace, and you're not challenging the shot, and you don't play with a stick stance, you know, I don't know what you know. Like the guys are too good. You know, they got guys who can shoot threes. They got, you know, Fox is a lot to deal with because of his speed and quickness. And then, you know, and Willie Cauley-Stein, he's putting a lot of pressure on the rim, and Bagley does the same. Bielitsa spreads the floor, you know. So, yeah.
How tough was Belly to stop tonight?
What's that?
How tough was Belly to stop tonight, especially when it's going?
No, we've seen that a lot from him. He's a great shooter, and so you can't give him airspace.